I bought the most powerful handheld gaming PC that could also be turned into a gaming laptop. So this right here is literally the most powerful handheld gaming laptop, and this is the One X Player G1, which honestly for a handheld gaming laptop has some amazing features to it that basically allow this thing to fully turn into a powerful gaming handheld, not only performing as literally a gaming laptop, but completely as a powerful gaming handheld. And then not to mention the specs inside are also really powerful. And then obviously from the box, you guys can tell this thing is just super small and portable. But yeah, here it is. We have the One X Player G1 right over here. I'd say this thing is about like the size of a Nintendo DS. I mean, if you guys just take a look at it, this thing is honestly literally like the size of a DS. But yeah, it definitely has some weight to it. It's definitely like really powerful. So you guys can definitely tell this thing is definitely pretty thick. Should be packing literally the most powerful specs inside of a handheld. And then inside the box, we also have this thing right here, which should just be like all the warranties and stuff. And then finally, we have obviously the charging brick right over here. Also, I really do love like the packaging of this One X Player. It makes it feel like it's like a really premium handheld, which I mean, it kind of is, since this thing does retail for about like $800 or so. Honestly, not too expensive for like a gaming handheld. I mean, I recently tested out another handheld device, which was like a lot much bigger than this. And it's literally almost as powerful as this right here. But that thing literally costs like $2,400. So this is honestly a much more budget version for a really powerful handheld gaming laptop. So huge shout out to the company One X Player. Yeah, right here we do have the charging brick, which is a 100-watt charging brick. And then we have the USB-C to USB-C cable. And yeah, you guys will see in a second why this thing is a really nice gaming handheld laptop. I mean, this thing could be transformed from a gaming handheld laptop to like a gaming handheld console type of thing. Let me go ahead and just take this out and show you guys, because I've never seen this from like a gaming handheld laptop. It honestly combines a bunch of handheld and add it into one. So yeah, this right here is the One X Player G1. And right off the bat, you guys can see this thing literally has controller buttons on the top of it. So we have like the controller Joy-Cons, which is really cool, considering this thing is like a laptop as well. So it literally has like the built-in controller buttons. And then let's go ahead and open this thing up, and you guys can see this thing is literally a laptop. So right here, we literally have like the laptop's keyboard, but also as well, we have the controller buttons on the back of this laptop, which is just super unique. I've never seen laptop handheld ever do this before. So yeah, this thing is kind of like a hybrid of the ROG Ally, as well as a small form factor portable gaming laptop. We do have the touchpad right here. Definitely a pretty small touchpad if you ask me, but you know, overall this thing is just a portable gaming laptop. Really cool. But honestly, the coolest feature coming from the One X Player G1, if you guys see this little knob right here for like this laptop's keyboard, and I mean, if you guys want better controls for playing on this handheld, you guys can go ahead and just take out the laptop's keyboard entirely. And there you go. You literally have like a console gaming setup now. We have all like the controller buttons over here. We have like the controller Joy-Cons, and then you can also use the back buttons on this laptop. This is actually really cool. Also, it still shows like a keyboard layout over here. Obviously, it's not as big as the keyboard you literally just took out, but I'm not sure if you guys can actually use like these keyboard keybinds right here, but this is mostly for if you guys want to play this thing as like a console controller setup. You're still getting amazing performance. I mean, it doesn't change anything at all. You literally just took out the keyboard entirely. And what's really cool is that even though you took out the keyboard, you could still use this keyboard wirelessly. So you could use this as an external keyboard over here, and it'll still work for this laptop right over here. So yeah, really cool how you guys can basically switch between keyboard input as well as controller input. So it does light up with RGB. I do need to plug it in to show you guys, but oh my God, this thing is actually a really cool design. But going into the specs of this gaming laptop handheld, the One X Player G1 does have the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370. I've literally used this AMD CPU so many times by now inside of like a small form factor PC. Every time it has the AMD Ryzen AI 9, exactly this processor, oh my God, the performance is just insane. So yeah, you guys already know this laptop is about to be crazy. I'm actually really excited excited to try out like these Joy-Con controls. This thing literally looks like an ROG Ally, but even better, which is just crazy to me. And just being able to switch between like a keyboard input to a controller input on especially a gaming handheld laptop is just super convenient. I'm literally just gonna bring this everywhere I go. It's super portable. And you guys can literally just see I placed back the keyboard just like that. And also this handheld gaming laptop does have speakers over here, as you guys can kind of see. But take a look at the thickness of this thing. Oh my God, bro. This thing is like a Nintendo Switch laptop combined, man. This is actually a amazing device. On the side, it also has the SD card reader. And then on the back, it does also have an Oculink port. So it does run with AMD's Radeon graphics, but it's still very powerful. But with the Oculink port, if you guys want to plug in an external GPU, you guys can also do that. I mean, you can go ahead and place like an RTX 5090 combined with the AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX processor. And then this thing is just so powerful. Oh my. Let me go ahead and just plug this thing in and show you guys the RGB from it, because I'm pretty sure when you actually switch over to like the controller input, the Joy-Cons over here light up, as well as the 1X player logo right over here, which is like really cool. And also another really cool thing about this gaming handheld, the screen from this handheld gaming laptop is a 144 hertz display. So yeah, the screen is definitely really smooth. As well, it is running a 2560 by 1600 resolution. So overall, the display coming from this handheld gaming laptop is definitely very vibrant and also really crisp, which I mean for a handheld is overall just amazing. And yeah, this thing should light up with RGB once I turn it on. Power button is on the side, as you guys can see as well. All right, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And it's actually starting to actually light up a little bit. As you guys can see, boom, there you go. Oh. Yo, the RGB looks amazing. It actually looks so nice. This is honestly my favorite part, bro. The RGB is super bright. You guys can also see the 1X player logo lighting up, as well as these Joy-Cons over here. So yeah, I think this like virtual keyboard should honestly work, since it obviously does light up, which is super cool. But I am pretty sure that this keyboard over here, which is the external keyboard, doesn't light up if you actually just place it back on, right? Oh, okay, it does have like a little bit of like backlighting. Nothing crazy like the controller Joy-Cons, but you guys can see a little bit of like blue RGB lighting on like the keyboard backlit. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I honestly just prefer the Joy-Cons over here, which is like the virtual keyboard type of thing, actually works. But oh my, this thing is actually amazing. This might actually be my favorite handheld device, especially for it being like a laptop, which is just crazy to me. Okay, the keyboard does actually work. I literally just typed it in for the Wi-Fi. So yeah, this virtual keyboard is also just super nice. And also there are like a few more buttons over here. I'm gonna figure it out once I actually set up this like laptop. Overall, aesthetically so far, this is a really nice gaming handheld laptop, especially being able to just take out an external keyboard, which is just like my favorite part. Okay, so now that I have the 1X Player G1 fully set up, if you guys take a look at the system information, you guys can see the processor is the Ryzen AI 9 HX370, running with AMD's Radeon 890M graphics, as well as 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Also, this keyboard does work, as you guys can see. It does type. I mean, it's definitely like not the best way to use it, that's for sure. Using the external keyboard will be a lot better, but this touchpad keyboard definitely still works. But yeah, the display resolution is a 2560 by 1600. So even on this super small display, which I believe is like 8 inches or something like that, I mean, the quality is still very nice on this gaming handheld. And not to mention, it's just really smooth as well. We are having 144 hertz. So yeah, this thing is literally like the best handheld gaming laptop. I'm actually gonna try playing on this thing with like the controller Joy-Cons and the buttons and stuff. I don't even know if Fortnite supports it, but let's go ahead and check it out. Also, something really cool about this handheld gaming laptop, there's actually a button over here that says turbo. And once you actually press this thing, it actually just pops up with all these stuff about like this laptop. So we can go ahead and adjust like the performance, the fan mode, the vibration setting. Yeah, honestly, pretty cool. I'm not sure what these other buttons do, but it doesn't look that important, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the max FPS we're getting right now. And with this gaming handheld laptop, we are getting about 270 to even like 300 FPS sometimes. I mean, yeah, this thing is definitely really powerful. Do we still get like crazy performance if it's not like plugged plugged in. Let's go ahead and check this out. I hope the performance doesn't decrease since this thing is a handheld laptop. You're supposed to not play this thing plugged in, and just taking a look at it now, we are still getting about 250 to 300 FPS. So we can go ahead and play this thing not plugged in, which is really cool. Yeah, the performance doesn't really matter if you guys plug it in or not. And testing out like these controller buttons and stuff, it's honestly super weird. I'm not sure what type of input it's actually playing on, because once I actually press these buttons, it still stays on like the keyboard input, as you guys can see. Maybe a game like Fortnite with like these binds right here and like these buttons on the back of this laptop as well. Maybe on Fortnite, it doesn't really support it or whatnot. You guys can see like joystick definitely works, but like the building and shooting, I'm not sure how it actually works. Okay, I have my gun out. This is aim. Okay, this is shoot. I think the only thing I can really do with using like these controller inputs is just literally just shoot and stuff. I can't build at all. I don't even know how to actually place the build. There's no like button to place it, which is weird. Yeah, you literally cannot place the build at all. I'm pretty sure other games using the built-in controls probably help, but for like a game like Fortnite, it's not working at all. I mean, you could just shoot people. That's like the best thing you could really do. If you're playing like no build and stuff, I guess that could help a little bit, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to use this keyboard right here. The keys are just super small, so I'm not sure how this will go. Oh my, this thing is actually, what just happened? I might have just misclicked something just because of how small the keys are on this keyboard. All right, let's go ahead and try playing. Okay, it's not, okay, it is that bad. I was about to say, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is not that good. I was gonna say it's somewhat playable. I mean, as you guys can see, you could somewhat play on here. Obviously, the keyboard is just way too small. It's literally like you can't even press a single key without pressing another key by accident. That's how hard it is. But overall, we're still running about like 230 FPS. So handheld gaming laptop is definitely still very good for a handheld. You could literally just bring this thing anywhere with you and you could still run Fortnite really high performance. All right, I went ahead and connected my keyboard now. And I mean, this thing is literally the perfect playing experience. Maybe if you guys get like a 40% gaming keyboard or a one-handed gaming keyboard, you could definitely make a portable gaming setup. But honestly, if you guys aren't using the built-in controller controls for this laptop, and you're actually trying to play on this keyboard right over here, it's literally next to impossible. You literally cannot play on that thing, so. And now if you guys take a look at the max FPS we're still getting in an actual game, this thing is still very good. You guys can see we are still running about 170 to even like 200 FPS sometimes. Oh my God, bro, the screen is like so small. Holy crap, it's actually harder to see. Cracked, 200. How did I win that? How did I win that? No, I can't see anything. The screen is like so freaking small. It's actually kind of hard to see people, but. Oh my. Full box. 400. No, chill. Cracked. 36. Get me out. Perfect. 200. Oh my. What is going on? The screen is actually so much smaller than I expected now. I thought it's honestly gonna be like pretty easy to see people, but apparently not. And also the speakers are definitely like really loud from this laptop. Let me actually turn this down a little bit. It's actually so much louder than I expected. Yeah, we're still running about like 144 FPS or so, 160-ish. Oh my, on a freaking small display? Are you serious? Let's go. Yeah, we're still running about like 160-ish FPS. Not really dropping too much, so definitely pretty good. All right, this guy's just hiding somewhere. Oh my God, bro. What the heck? There's so many freaking people. Maybe if I was playing on like the controller keybinds and stuff, the screen is closer to my face, which is definitely easier to see. But since I'm playing with the screen a little bit farther away, it's kind of harder to see people. For the most part, this thing is still very good. The game still feels very smooth, which is good. Oh crap, there's someone above me, right? Perfect. He's going above me. I have like no mats to fight this guy. Hold up. Let me take some mats. Is he still above me? Oh, how did I win that? No, how did I win that? I can't even see this guy and I won. Let's go, bro. Let's go. We got 5 kills and the game is still and the game is still running pretty smoothly. So this handheld laptop is still very, very good. Like I said, like playing games on the go with this thing is definitely gonna be very, very good. I mean, this thing is definitely a really, really powerful gaming handheld for sure. Especially a handheld gaming laptop. This thing is just very, very powerful. I gotta actually try to find people. It's so hard just because it's harder to see where like people are and stuff. Oh crap, someone's coming. Like I can hear it though. I can hear it. Like I know when someone's coming at least. My aim's kind of off as well. Push him. Oh, he ran away. He ran away. This guy's below me though. Bro! What the? Get me out. Get me out. Someone right here. Take this. Edit. Edit. No. Oh crap. He's coming. He's gonna edit out now. Put that. Oh crap. Can't reset it. Edit. 44? What the? Okay, break that. Come on, come on. Come on, edit, edit. Edit, edit. What the? Bro, how did this guy get through? How did this guy get through? All right, there's only 10 people left and we're still running about like 170-ish FPS. Like I said, the game is just very, very smooth still. There's no frame drops whatsoever. I'm actually pretty surprised that the speakers are this loud. Oh crap. Bro, no way. No way. No way this guy's pushing me. I have an AR, what do I do? Take that. 30. Okay, okay, okay. I run away, that's what I do. That's what we do. Keep running, just keep running. Okay, no, you can't keep running. Okay. Bro, this guy's in a freaking bush. There's no way, there's no way. But yeah, let's go, bro, GG's.